And a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live. Do you know the way home is the name of tonight's episode. Tony D, what's going on?
It's good, man. Chilling. How you doing?
Doing well. Mr. B, how are you feeling?
Not so well, but I'm here though.
This is a big weekend. Big boxing weekend, and you talking about you're not feeling well. Oh man, that's not good. That's not a good look. Hope you feel better. Hope you got your ginger tea. I hope you put a little something extra in there to give it even more spice.
Yes,
gentlemen, I'll start off first by one of the favorite ballparks that I've traveled to in my life, Camden Yards. There's a lot of talk about the Orioles moving away or building another stadium, but they won't be. They signed a 30-year lease to stay at Camden Yards. I'm hoping within that 30 years, Camden Yards gets redone or remodeled because it's been around for 30 or so years.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me get into. I was gonna have Danny Thompson come through, talk NBA, talk about Dame Lillard and things like that.
Yeah.
Dame Dollar.
Dame Dollar, man.
He finally
Dame Dollar make it holla.
He made a move.
Yo, it's a big move, and I know he was talking about Miami.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good look going to Milwaukee.
Yes.
I think it's a really good look.
That's a ring.
That's your ring.
Yep.
That completes you.
That's a ring.
You know, this is some dude who's been like all NBA 9 times out of 12 seasons. So, you know, he's the real deal.
That's a ring, straight up.
Yeah.
So you got him, you got Giannis. That's
Drew Holiday still there too, right?
No, Drew got traded. Drew got traded, and Drew only had like 1 year left on his deal. And I'm reading some stuff today, Mr. B, that the Bucks front office did not consult Giannis for this entire trade. They just moved forward. Well, because Giannis has been chirping.
Yeah.
Giannis has been like, yo, I want to make sure you guys are committed to winning and upgrading the roster and everything else like that.
Right.
That's his answer. That's their answer right there. And
yeah.
I can see right behind this, he's probably going to get another mega deal, like a $300 million deal that he'll sign.
Hey, Sweet Pea, what's happening?
Sweet Pea, how you doing, lady?
Sweet Pea, how you doing? Was hanging out with Sweet Pea and others on All About the Joy. Carmen and Rick were having various discussions on health, wealth.
It's okay. It's okay. That happens to me a lot. Typo.
Yeah, the Trailblazers and future draft picks along with DeAndre Ayton and Tony Kamara for Phoenix.
So 3-team trade. I mean, it was really, really, really big. Sweepy, we're doing just fine.
Shalom.
And hope you are doing well.
Hello.
What's good?
Carmen, what's going on?
Rick,
what's going on? And Sweepy, what's going on?
She said, "Oh, I need to get on YouTube."
See it again?
She said, "Oh, I need to get on YouTube and read the comments."
So we'll go into. We can talk a little Bell Kings, but here's a story I've been dying to talk about.
Let's do it.
That
there you go.
Tony would not let me talk about on Bell Kings.
What you mean I wouldn't let you talk about?
What's happening?
You would not let me talk about it on Bell Kings. I
What you mean?
asked
Let's talk about it.
What's
week
the
after
issue?
week after week.
What is the issue?
Hang on. I'm pulling up the story right now.
Go ahead, Carmen. I dare you.
I'm gonna pull up Tony and go on every platform. Oh my goodness. Where are we? Boom. This upcoming Sunday, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, 8:30 a.m. Central, and it's going to be 3:30 out in London. Once again, I think it's a push. I was talking a little bit about it last week, teased it a little bit last week, said we're going to talk about it on Bell Kings. Tony D decides what and when and where we talk about the topics, but it's okay. So we talk real quickly about Disney Plus to stream the Toy Story themed animated NFL game. So it's all about with the Disney, their money, their flex, and everything else like about that. You're gonna get to see Buzz Lightyear and Woody and the rest of the Toy Story friends this Sunday.
Man,
There's a
get
big
them out of
press
here.
release about
Get
it.
them out of here. Toy Story, man.
So not only the Falcons and the Jaguars, if you turn to one of those stations, of course you got to have one of their streaming services. You will see the Toy Story version of the game. You know, it's going to look much different. I'm sure the audio will have Woody or Buzz Lightyear and things like that. But what's strange about it is they're doing what Viacom or Paramount did a few years ago with trying to look for younger fans, trying to change that demographic. So if it sounds a little similar, that's the deal. The one thing that comes into mind that Carmen and Rick were just talking about is the use of AI. So, I mean, this is kind of like the football equivalent of the first steps toward replacing. Is this kind of replacing people with AI?
Yes.
So if the Toy Story version of the game is a hit, then why not cut out the expensive human athletes and just start broadcasting cartoon games based on nothing but stats?
Oh boy.
I don't know. I get that they want to do, they want to make the game younger and more appealing for the youth.
Yeah.
But I mean, ultimately, this is the future of greedy CEOs of the world, and this is what they want. So their show was ending. They were talking about AI. We talk about AI all the time. And here we get to see it. Tone, do you want to talk? I mean, nobody wants to talk football anymore. Everyone wants to talk AI. Everyone wants to talk Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest story ever. It's like
of the week.
Of the week. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it this much. This deal this was a big deal last week. The whole thing with her being at the game and everything else like that. And, over the past week, from last Sunday to today, there's been a 400% spike in Travis Kelce jersey sales.
I saw that. Yeah,
Yes.
His podcast is number 1 on Apple in the world.
In the world.
He about to Greg.
He about to retire.
That's a business move right there, man.
Travis Kelce added 383,000 Instagram followers.
Taylor Swift fans.
Yep.
24 0.3 million viewers watched the game. 63% jump in female viewers aged 18 to 49.
Yep.
So I want to stop right there. You know why? The NFL doesn't have to fake and put out the pink jerseys for breast cancer awareness because now they have Taylor Swift. I think my question to both of you, who benefits more? Is this Taylor Swift getting NFL fans, or the NFL able to tap into the Taylor Swift market? Because these are both two entities that are worth billions of dollars.
I think it's a little bit of both. I say
Brian's in the building.
We understand what Taylor Swift is. Taylor Swift ain't even just a singer. She's like the super ultra mega star. Like, yo, I don't even think people process how much Taylor Swift is really worth.
I don't. Right. You're right. I don't. You're right. You're right. I don't. But
it is insanity.
Yeah. So her Eras tour has generated $5 billion.
Say that again.
Her Eras tour. Eras. ERAS tour has generated $5 billion.
I told that to some people on Twitter the other day, and they blew their mind. It blew their mind. I said, "Yo, go ahead, Ted."
I was going to say the NFL currently makes about $25 billion a year. Her tour alone has made $5 billion.
20% of the money already by herself.
Not ridiculous.
Let me go ahead and take Kelce off my roster. He better retire.
And she's been doing this for some years now.
Yes,
she's been doing this for some years.
Is this are they in business together? I'm not talking about Kelce and Swift. I'm talking about Swift and the NFL.
All three of them.
I have no idea, but I heard like his all of his jersey, all of his merch like skyrocketed.
Yeah. From the beginning.
And I saw something on the NFL, on Reddit, where this lady was like recording her husband, and she's going like, "Babe, I don't know who this Travis Kelce is, but apparently like he's become really, really popular because he's dating Taylor Swift." And he goes, "How is he not popular? He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion." And right. he's like going down his accolades, like, it shows, but babe, but nobody doesn't know who he is. And he's going, people know who Travis Kelce is.
Word.
It's just, no, I don't know who he is until today, babe. And he goes, I'm not gonna argue with you. You're trying to get me riled up.
Travis Swiftly is the tight end, man.
He is the tight end
in the NFL.
The tight end.
The tight end in the NFL, right? Him and Kittle.
Yep.
No. Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews too.
Mark Andrews.
So I want to follow this up really quick because I don't want to. There's been so much talked about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. So there's going to be a game on Sunday night. The Chiefs and the Jets, which is no matchup. That was the game I was planning to go if Aaron Rodgers was playing. They said right now the ticket spikes.
Carmen, behave yourself.
Through the roof.
Behave yourself, Carmen.
Right, Carmen. What are we going to do with her, man? What are we going to do with her?
Yeah, so the tickets have spiked almost 25%. She says, I don't know who he was either, sorry, but I know who he is now. And yes, he's a tight end.
Jesus. Lord. Ticket prices spiked 25%, you said?
In Mexico, Travis Kelce is known as Papi Blanco.
Yes.
She's going to be at this game on Sunday.
Yep.
NBC is going crazy because, I can see how many times they cut over to her to show her cheering.
Yep.
Doing a chest bump saying, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're like, she said that. Oh my! Like it's
Oh my
like,
God.
God. It's called emotions, guys.
Yep.
Come on.
It's called a happy emotion. We all do that.
And she's it, man. She got the entire fan base in her hands.
Yeah.
Not one person, one ethnicity, sexual orientation that is not in her fan base.
Everyone.
Everyone is a Taylor Swifter.
She's Princess T. We got the Queen Bee. We got the
It's a
Princess T.
Swifter. There you go.
So
It's crazy. Crazy.
it really is. It really is. All right. We've beat that topic up. This is for Carmen and Rick. And also, social platforms continue to roll out AI-powered creator tools. It's getting sickening, but I mean, here's where we are. So Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger users will soon be able to use AI-generated stickers, while Instagram will provide AI tools to edit pictures. As more artificial intelligence tools and applications are created, the leading companies are rushing to keep up and build them into their own platforms to keep users in their ecosystem.
And for those of you who do not know, there's an app that I'm on right now. Some of these AI bots are voice activated. Y'all ain't ready for this.
Ex Machina.
Y'all ain't ready for this. Voice activated.
Check out the movie. Yeah, check out the movie Ex Machina.
I might have to, because this is.
And now you got the creator coming out now.
The creator comes out tonight.
Today,
right?
yeah, today.
Yeah.
I'm with CP too. Not everybody's a fan. I got that, but these AI, this AI is gonna happen. We at the loop on this one. It's just we're just gonna have to get used to it. And I hate to say it like that, but when I saw they were voice activated, I was like, yo. They're sitting there waiting for you to say something.
Taking all the fun out of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's. I never thought it would be voice activated. I'll admit that. As much as we talked about and looked into it, we knew you called, you had the automated voice. Okay, cool. You kind of got a familiarization with that off of that little aspect alone. Now they got pictures, they voice activated. They could be whatever you want them to be. They can draw. They do it, man.
I know. In that was that movie with Haley Joel Osment, Artificial Intelligence.
AI.
Yeah.
AI. That's the name.
So it's been around forever. Even like back in like Blade Runner with Harrison Ford, the original Blade Runner.
Commercialized now. Beyond.
Yeah.
Hey, a conversation that I will have with Carmen probably this weekend. I met with this company last night.
Glick, what's good?
What's happening, Glick?
What's going on? Vidcast Pro.
Who?
The company is called vidcastpro.com. What it does is they made their pitch. I sat there, I listened to them, and I didn't knock them, but I told them, I said, I don't think I'm your
guy.
Yeah, person. Basically what they do is it's a service, because I made a mistake and called them a tool. And I don't know if they took it derogatory or not, but
they probably did.
I said, he said, no, we're not a tool, we're a service. I said, okay, excuse me, I apologize. But what they do is go to your podcast, whether your live streams, grab your clips, and splash it everywhere across the social media plane. And I said, well, that's what people are doing now. So, like, what's the benefit? And we were going to get into them showing me the algorithm. And at that point, I said, okay, let's table this for the time being. And I said, I might want you to come on my stream, and then that's where you can demo it and you can do something like that. But that's where we are with that. Brian, Joe, and Tony and I, we talked about this week. We talked about.
They're gonna need a RoboCop down there.
So,
Drop
people,
it.
this is where I work. Okay. NYPD deploys RoboCop in Times Square subway station. So there's about 35,000 NYPD cops spread out throughout the borough of New York.
Right.
New York City, not New York State. And the newest member is the NYPD, weighs about 400 pounds, gets paid $9 an hour, so below minimum wage.
The robot
gets
$9.
Wait, minimum wage is $9 an hour?
No, I said below $9.
What's minimum wage over there in New York?
15.
Yeah.
Get the F out of here. It's $7.25 in Texas.
That's your fault.
California and New York. $15, buddy.
That's your fault.
Yeah, because y'all got the ridiculous policies and all this other ridiculousness going on in those states. Yeah, Carmen, I said it.
Oh, wait.
Yo, man, look at that joint, man.
You got a robot getting paid $9 an hour. A robot.
A robot getting paid $9 an hour.
Now New York City's turning to robots to patrol the Times Square.
You ever seen Blank Man?
He
reminds me of J5.
So Dave, what weighs 400 pounds?
Oh man, that's crazy though.
And works from midnight to 6 in the morning without complaining. I'll give you a hint, Dave. It's not photographer Mike Thorne. It's not photographer John Spry. I'll give you the answer. It's a RoboCop called K5. It's about to begin deployment here in the Times Square subway station.
It took J5, made K5. See that?
Love it or hate it, the future is now.
Number K5. It's a life.
Subway station in the overnight hours, like something out of Star Wars. Mayor Adams made the announcement. With
it's not an R2 unit.
You know, they've pointed out, Dave, that crime underground.
Man, that's J5, man.
Felony assaults.
You gotta see Blank Man. J5.
That's of course the concern.
Number 25 is a life.
Should feel reassured the robot's going to act as a high-tech set of eyes to watch over the station as it.
This is where we are,
balls,
people.
Those what kick your face.
Crazy, man.
This is where we are. I don't even know what to say.
Hey, in New York, y'all could go for a Johnny cab. Y'all really do need that.
Y'all paying a robot $9 an hour.
In Bitcoin.
I'm going to make something to eat. I can't.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
He gets paid in Bitcoin.
Dude, $9 an hour.
Is there somebody operating the robot? That's the thing.
No, you got to pay the company. That's what it comes down to.
Oh, so you're paying the company for their service.
And that's Hochul's solution.
Oh, boy.
Dude,
excuse me, citizen. What seems to be your boggle?
K5 is being leased from Nightscope, its manufacturer. It has facial recognition capabilities and listening devices, but Mayor Eric Adams insists neither will be activated. Lion. All right.
Oh man.
Citizen, what is your name? You're past curfew.
Oh my goodness.
Citizen, do not force me to use that taser on you because you are incoherently. You're intelligent. You're intellectually incoherent.
You know what's next, right, Ted?
What's next?
Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd.
Oh, nah.
Judge, jury. Oh, Jesus.
Hell no, man.
It's bad enough I'm worried about having a society like Demolition Man, but Jesus.
So
or Idiocracy.
Glick says,
where's Judge Dredd, the original one or the remake?
Album one.
Glick says it has to be $15 an hour because taxes are through the roof. So basically, they make like $5 an hour after taxes in New York. Amen.
Carmen said all these people are going to be on the collab show. I knew it was coming. You going to sit back. You said something a minute ago. Oh, the facial recognition and everything. Yes. He's not going to use it. Public Enemy said it best. Don't believe the hype. You're going to need facial recognition in New York.
Yeah.
Stop it. Law enforcement, stop it.
It's got electrolytes. Yeah. Rondo has what everything craves.
Let me get
Yo,
through. Go ahead, Joe.
no, I said Brian and the Brando. Brando. They got
Rondo. It
electrolytes.
has electrolytes. It
Yo, I
has
watched that movie this week, actually. It had me rolling.
This is where we're leading to. Like, damn it, Mike Judge.
It was just
Idiocracy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Go see it.
Folks, a government shutdown is nearing this weekend.
Yeah.
Yay.
This is a sensitive issue.
So, who does the shutdown affect? We can start by saying basically millions of workers face delayed paychecks when the government shuts down, including
Especially
many of the roughly 2
government
million
employees.
military personnel and more than 2 million civilian workers across the nation.
Park rangers, etc.
Yep.
Nearly 60% of federal workers are stationed in the Department of Defense, Veteran Affairs, and Homeland Security. While all military active duty troops and reservists will continue to work, more than half of the Department of Defense civilian workforce, which is roughly 440,000 people, would be furloughed. So across federal agencies, workers are stationed in all 50 states and have direct interaction with taxpayers.
So all federal agencies are the alphabet.
What's up, Sadie?
So
I'm tired of the middleman getting hurt by these things, man.
Yeah,
I have been civilian, seen the government shut down, and not be affected. It happened in the early 90s.
Oh, okay.
I've been military, seen the government shut down, not been affected. I've been civil service, and we
That
got
is true,
furloughed.
Glick.
2013, we got furloughed
True that, Glick.
for about 6 weeks.
Mm.
Any and everybody who will be affected by this is going to piss you off. There was actually a time when the government shut down. They said the troops weren't going to get paid that were overseas.
Oh, no.
So my thing to the government right now, I don't know what's going on. We do not know all of the technicalities and specifications, but I'm going to need y'all to make sure this don't happen.
Right.
The last thing I would have wanted to have been was somebody who was deployed overseas, and you talk about I ain't getting paid. You want to talk about a riot and a mutiny, and you want to talk about feeling stuck. You want to talk about PTSD. What's up, Helen? All of that crazy. Let me just be clear to everybody. Y'all don't play with this. Y'all don't play with this. You're going to shut down the government. I actually saw an article that said they're going to shut down the government, but you're still going to fund Ukraine. Come on, y'all.
Yes.
And Maui gets nothing.
Come on, y'all. Don't do this. Don't do this. The debt ceiling's high. We get it. Everybody been pinching pennies for the past 3 years. They struggle to get what they can't get. The homeless number is increasing in so many cities. It's ridiculous.
Yup.
California, New York,
Texas.
All Democrat, all liberal run cities. Yeah.
Texas is a liberal run. We had no idea.
Yeah. Houston, Dallas, all liberal run cities.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna need to do something about this. Yes.
Tony, good point. Brian, good point. Joe, good point. I did want to, before we go to B-sides, another service is being shut down.
Who's that?
The latest service being shut down. You probably, let's see. You probably heard about it in the last 24 hours. For all you podcasters that are out here, Google Podcasts is going to shut down in 2024.
No, I have not heard this. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it was announced yesterday. Google Podcasts is going to shut down. Alphabet announced. YouTube Music will allow you to add any RSS feed to the app. So basically, for our audio podcasters, Google Podcasts is going to shut down and everything will be pumped into YouTube Music. The company is currently working on a migration tool, so this won't happen until late 2024. The product itself, Google Podcast, was launched in June of 2018, and the player was in all Android phones, but it wasn't always installed as a separate app. The founder of this app, Zach Renee Whedon, left in 2021. The app only achieved the lower tier of 5% of market share downloads. There's been several attempts to use Google as a podcast player. Google, for those of you that have, used Google Listen, which was based on the Google Reader, and then also as recently as the Google Play Music, which also cached audio. So the fourth attempt by Google is YouTube Music. So I think they're on the right track. So if you're not using YouTube Music, just keep your eyes open for the migration tool. And with that, we will go to this week B-sides. A lot of boxing happening. A lot of.
Click your comments, Ted.
Okay, let me check the comments. We queue up.
Yes, sir.
All right. Evening, gents. Hey, Pookums.
That ain't what I'm talking about. Nice try. That nice try.
Hey, Helen. Hey, Glick. Hey, Sweet Pea.
Hey, Sadie.
What it do, Leggy?
Yes.
Hey, Sadie. Well, you know what? Okay, so some old. Why? Oh no! What ETF? This is just once again Google not, them putting their resources everywhere, and on a lot of their products or their initiatives, like the R&D. I don't know if the funding runs out, Ellen, on the R&D, because
Ted,
you just think about it. Yes.
She was responding to Glick's comment when she put the same old. Yeah, go down to the bottom. What did you just say about the RSS feed too?
Oh, I know what's right, Leggy. Wait, did you just say the RSS feed can be run to Google? Yes.
To YouTube, right?
To YouTube, yes. YouTube Music is going to have your podcasts and everything else like that. I kind of go back to, and this is totally me going off on a deep end, but I kind of go back to Google Fiber from like 5 to 8 to 10 years ago, where they started in Kansas City, and then they went to like these rural areas that really didn't have bandwidth. And when bandwidth itself was deployed, it was like a double or triple the price of the city areas or places that were more urban. And Google Fiber is it's still out there, but it's not going as strong as it was going, because that was competition to Verizon, to Charter, to back when it was Spectrum and Comcast.
Yeah.
Because it gave you, it was, I would say like around 2015, where everyone was selling that triple play, internet, phone, and cable. And Google just had the answer and was basically eating everyone's lunch. Because now, if you look at it, on All About the Joy, just before here, they were talking about streaming services, and they were talking about everything that you have to subscribe to get to see your favorite movies or to use specific products. Are you using your money in the correct way? And tools like Google Fiber was great. That was a great solution where you're getting, bang for your buck, to say the least. You're getting those 3 different services and you're paying like $100. Where nowadays, if you look at some of your bills for those 3 utilities, it's like tailing towards $250 or, 200, depending on the specific package that you have. All right. So that was me rambling about broadband and the state of Google Fiber, and that will be a TikTok. So with that, we will go to Not Bill Kings. We will go to B-sides with Mr. B.
Yo.
Get him, Joe.
All right, man. What we gonna talk about? Well, I gotta do that whole Cody Rhodes thing. Listen, last weekend we had a doubleheader. A lot of good stuff going on between Bellator and the UFC.
Joe,
what's up?
I need you to finish the story.
Yo, check it out. Last weekend, crazy. Bellator 299 was fire. The prelim fights, the main card fights, fantastic. Johnny Eblen retained his title, even though he had a whole ass gash in his head. That man had a horrible cut. That cut was probably like 2 to 3 inches across. Had a third eyelid. Horrible, but he got the finish. KO'd his opponent, Fabian Edwards. The main card, UFC, Rafael Fiziev got injured. His left knee buckled and popped. So he'll be out for the rest of the year. We won't see him until the middle of next year. Matthias Gamrot won. If there's a fight from the UFC card you shouldn't watch, if you're overly emotional, you don't like violence, you don't like ladies fighting ladies, then do not watch the who is it? Oh yeah, Michelle Waterson versus Marina Rodriguez. Do not go watch that fight. That was a very bad fight.
Really? The karate hottie?
Yeah, she got washed, man.
Man, she's my people.
She opened up good, then she got hands and knees and elbows put on her. That girl was a bloody mess. She tried her best the second round, but it was bad, man. But other than that, yo, this is what's going on this weekend. First of all, we got one fight night 14. Stamp Fairtex faces Suhi Ham, aka Hamderley, for the one interim strawweight championship. It's actually the atomweight championship. They do this weird weight class above thing, but it's the atomweight championship. Stamp Fairtex was a former one kickboxing and Muay Thai champion. She held both titles, while Suhi Ham was a former Road FC champion and then went to Ryzen and beat the Ryzen champion to become a two organization champ, which is bonkers. But they headline this mainly women's main card. Sumila Sundell fights Alicia Rodriguez for the one strawweight championship Muay Thai title. Danielle Kelly, who's like a world-renowned jiu-jitsu practitioner. The girl's a monster. She's cute, but she's very, very devastating when it comes to BJJ. She's going to fight this girl by the name of Jessica Khan. Jessica Khan beat her a few years ago, but based on time and points. So here's the rematch for the vacant atomweight championship. Zhang Jingnan will be fighting Wonder Girl, Nat Jarunsak, in a custom rules fight. Zhang Jinan is the one strawweight women's champion. So she'll be fighting this kickboxer. And it'll be mixed martial arts rules, then kickboxing rules, then mixed martial arts rules. The rest of this card is pretty good. My dude Ace of 10 Pow is going to be fighting on this card. I'm super happy for that. And a guy by the name of Amir Khan will be fighting on this title, on this card. Not the boxer Amir Khan, but he has the same exact name. We got BS. PFL Europe 3 is on Saturday. Here's the problem. It's on the zone. Here's the bigger problem. According to what we've heard this week, I talked about it on the B-sides. There's no US stream. You guys are on the Zone Network. It is $20 a month and over $200 a year subscription. How do you not have a U.S. string? I lost my mind hearing this. I'm like, what in the hell is this? So you're gonna have a whole bunch of North American viewers just sitting there like, ooh, I can't wait to watch this. Oh, we can't watch this. You gotta get your VPN or you gotta get some other type of way to get to watch it. So PFL, y'all some goofballs. But Cedric Doumbé is gonna fight on the card against a dude by the name of Jordan Zebo, who's another pretty solid kickboxer who switched up to mixed martial arts. As far as this card goes, there's some good names. Simeon Powell continues his undefeated streak. Dakota Dichieva will be fighting on this card here. Laureano Staropoli, who fought for the UFC, is going to be on this card. Ali Taleb, who fought a little mix here and there. Franz Miambo. And a couple other international stars are going to be on here. We got BKFC that's going to be on Friday as well. Brian Hart defends her strawweight title against this girl from the UK by the name of Melanie Shaw. There you go. Melanie Shaw. A couple of other fights are going to be okay. Nothing crazy. But, you know. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for Saturday. History is going to be made for boxing again. The man, the current guy in boxing, one Saul Canelo Alvarez, will be putting on the gloves and the shoes and stepping into the ring as he defends his undisputed super middleweight titles against the 35. Well, let's go to Canelo's record first. 59-2-2. Canelo Alvarez, all the super middleweight titles. He has all the titles there, undisputed. We'll be facing the 35-1-1 undisputed super welterweight champion, Jermell Charlo. One half of the Charlo brothers, to me and many people, the better brother of the two. He's going to be moving up 2 weight classes to take this challenge, which is kind of crazy. It's going to be pretty much 14 pounds up. Then, you know, you got to size up when you're going to go fight, you know what I mean? So it's a big jump. It's a big move. This is one of the fights Canelo wanted to do for himself since he's the man, golden boy, can't really get him to do whatever, you know, he does whatever he wants to do, you know. Oscar De La Hoya sits there and cries. It's all good. But yeah, man, Canelo's been out here. Canelo got as much knockouts as Jermell Charlo has wins. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. Canelo's a very devastating puncher. He uses his size to intimidate people. Sometimes he doesn't look like the bigger guy, but he walks around like the bigger guy. Muscles up folks, sizes them up, throws that crazy right hand or sizes you up for the left hand to the body. Jermell Charlo, though, is no slouch, man. He's offensively and defensively sound. He had that one loss against Harrison, but he picked that up, you know what I mean? Actually finished Harrison. But other than that, this guy's been pretty good, and he's actually improved on both his hands. So his KO power could come from either way too. But he'll be the somewhat lighter guy, so I think he's going to be using the movement. Lateral movement is going to be key for this fight. He got speed to the both of them. It's going to be a hell of a bout. Erickson Lubin fights Jesus Ramos at super welterweight. Elijah Garcia fights Armando Resendiz at middleweight. Yordenis Ugas will be fighting Mario Barrios for the interim WBC welterweight title. We haven't seen Ugas in a minute. Last time I think we seen Ugas had his orbital destroyed by That guy, Errol Spence, yeah. And Barrios has been pretty okay. He's been, you know, we got a heavyweight bout too. Frank Sanchez, he's pretty damn solid. I like him. So he'll be fighting on this card too. And we got a lot of other good fighters on here. So check that out on Saturday, man. Saturday, 8 p.m. The prelims will be on YouTube. And then the main card will start like around 9 or 10. But yeah, man, it's worth the watch, yo. And that's all. Oh, yeah, and also a word on the street. Showtime Boxing may be leaving Showtime. It's only a rumor right now, but that rumor has picked up a lot of traction. Showtime seems to be moving away from the combat sports aspect of things, and they're gonna just stick to shows and other stuff, unless it's a super fight. That's what I'm hearing. But 2024, it looks like it's gonna close the doors on boxing. It's already been trying to move away from Bellator, so mixed martial arts. So we'll see what happens, man. But that's all.
So I just have a couple questions for you. Is it the fact that they're not getting the viewers? Why the sudden move? I mean, we've heard about the stuff from Bellator, because we saw this a few years back with HBO.
Yeah, I think it's coming. I think it's coming down to like the fights. I think there's a lot of stuff happening with the fights, and probably the viewership with the fights. Because they do a lot of boxing. They do a lot of boxing. A lot of the up and coming guys and a lot of that stuff. But I think that these guys are just so focused now on what's streaming pretty much. It's a lot of the streaming market stuff that's really happening here. So Showtime, you got TV. Folks ain't really getting Showtime for streaming, And if you're going to get it for streaming, you're not really looking to watch boxing events or stuff like that. You're really mainly trying to watch TV shows and whatnot. And it sucks. It sucks because, like you just said, HBO went through it. And HBO didn't have that option of a streaming service at the time. And Showtime does, but it's just not hitting like you're supposed to. So it's messed up, man. It's messed up.
I think we're about maybe 5 years away from watching some of these streaming services start to merge, so that you go back down to like 2 or 3 options. Because what you're saying, basically, you're gonna have Top Rank, you're gonna have Matchroom.
Yep.
And you have your choice of DAZN or ESPN.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much.
It's pretty poor that the PFL stream won't be available in the US. Like you said, this is the type of stuff that leads to that piracy. This is the type of stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're going to take your money, but no, we're not going to make it available, or we'll make it available as an archive view at a later date when everything is spoiled on social media.
Yes, it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolute point. Absolute point.
Kind of like
PFL can't afford any of these mess ups. They can't.
No. Brian,
for any other bonuses, like bonus type of features, you got to pay extra.
Yeah.
Like backstage pass.
It's ridiculous.
I'm telling you, DAZN, $20 a month.
You remember when DAZN was $9? You remember it was $9.99?
Yes. I was a DAZN subscriber. I was a DAZN subscriber.
At $9.99. I was.
Yes. And then you had the $99.99. Yeah.
Yes. And you had, that's back when they would show Bellator.
Yep.
I remember this.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Brian, before we talk Ahsoka, I just want to talk. Mr. B, thank you for that thorough B-sides.
No problem.
Just want to talk really quick about October is right around the corner. It's about 72 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
National Bullying Prevention Month. It's going to begin. It's founded by Pacers, and it's in its 17th year. So this is something that was established back in 2006. The overall center, and and it's nationwide. Is the event is the prevention of childhood bullying through creating healthier and more connected communities. Really relevant with everyone. You got all these young kids having these mobile devices in their hands, which is something else that's super dangerous. But I won't even get on that soapbox. It's all about having audience appropriate resources to help out students, parents, educators, and community members learn about and take action to prevent bullying. Just some quick facts. Bullying is widespread. Tony, help me out with this.
Bullying is widespread. 1 in 5 students report they have been bullied. Chances are a young person you care about has been or is being bullied. In retrospect, chances are a young person you care about has been. You need to both sides of that, honestly. Bullying directly affects students' ability to learn. Yes, students who are bullied are more likely to experience low self-esteem, perform poorly in school, have few friends in school, have a negative view of school, and experience physical symptoms and mental health issues. Absolutely, without question.
Yeah.
Bullying is not a rite of passage, but a serious threat to students' safety and well-being. Students who are bullied are more likely to report increased negative effects to their emotional and physical health. Facts. Anyone can bully and anyone can be bullied. Absolutely. Bullying is a behavior, not an identity. Labeling a student as a bully can have a detrimental effect on their future and often limits their ability to change their behavior.
That's a fact.
It is. Yeah. Effective bullying prevention efforts involve students, parents, teachers, and community members. Involving community members such as law enforcement officials, faith organizations, community action groups, and others allows school officials and parents to address the bigger issues of disrespect, bias, and violence that can contribute to bullying issues in schools. That is a very heavy statement. I like that. It's the truth. Can you scroll up some more, bro? In addition to, where'd it go? Dang, come down a little bit.
In addition to the resources for the National Bullying Prevention Month.
In addition to resources for National Bullying Prevention Month, PACES NBPC offers 3 interactive websites with information, resources, and activities for children, teens, and adults. For me to summarize bullying, how can I put this? Treat people like you want to be treated.
Yeah.
There's teasing, there's picking, and there's bullying. Those are 3 levels. Kids will tease each other. Kids will pick on each other. When you start bullying, that's an extreme level. Right now, we also got cyberbullying as a major issue. Kids, young adults, grown-ass adults.
Yep.
A bunch of people who ain't got nobody else to talk to and ain't got nobody else to be around and don't want to be around nobody, go on the internet and expand their actions online.
Yep, indeed.
Plain and simple, a bunch of y'all need to grow the hell up. You should have had a life. You should have got a life. If you didn't get a life, you came up here and misery loves company. That's what you're doing online. Y'all are the problem with the internet. I'll go ahead and say it. Y'all are the problem on the internet. Grown-ass kids bullying folks, stalking folks, researching folks, doxing folks, gaslighting folks, all of y'all.
Yep.
Y'all are a problem online. Cut it out.
Yeah, man.
Go to church, pick up a hobby, go play a sport, go exercise, learn to pray, watch a rerun on television, Go catch it with family you haven't caught up with. Go catch it with friends you haven't caught up with. Go apologize to people you was a problem with. Go find the apology for people who want to apologize. All of that. Do everything but bullying.
Right. Touch grass.
Because some of y'all out of y'all damn minds. I said it.
Facts.
Yep.
It's true, man.
I said it.
It's a damn shame.
As we segue,
It's a fact, though.
Suckers.
thank you, Tony, for that PSA.
And I ain't even drunk yet. Y'all lucky. That was the sober me. Bastards. Go ahead, bro.
So Brian, AHSOKA Episode 7.
Loving it. Thrawn is a total badass.
Yes,
I mean, he is so like very intellectual, very strategic. I mean, he's a cold dude, but he it's like he's a cold-hearted dude, but yet compassionate towards those that are around him. We're all watching it, Carmen.
I haven't started yet. They're actually going into. I haven't started the series yet. I'm behind.
I will say this though, like with Thrawn, I mean, I thought he was very interesting on the Star Wars Rebels, but now seeing him in live action and handling the way he does, like I'm really impressed with it. But man, Balin's skull is growing on me. I sympathize with him.
Yes. The slow build is excellent. Ezra Bridgers, I mean, they casted it correctly. Can't wait for episode 8 and can't wait. I mean, unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait till what, like 2025 for season 2.
Wait 2 years like we did for Loki.
Well, yeah, because of the strikes and everything. So that's taking a toll as well.
Oh,
Which in a good way, it would give more time for writers to actually write a better story, or add, like, if they're adding any characters, what's their character arc? What are they about? Actually make the character stand out. So, in a way, with the strike, I see it as a good thing, even though it is a bad thing, yes. But however, though, you always got to see something good out of the bad.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it gives them time to pick up on whatever little things, make things a lot better. Yeah.
Carmen, you just missed what I just said. I said it's kind of good because that way they could write really good stories to prolong it for the seasons.
In about, it's about 3 weeks. There's going to be such a mega show. It's gonna be...
However, though, I cannot wait till season 3, the final season 3 of Bad Batch. That I cannot wait, because that, like, Bad Batch is part of the Clone Wars.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they're coming up with a storyline for the Rey Skywalker movie.
Yeah. But I think that the trilogy is only, Rey Skywalker is only going to be one movie.
Yeah. But also, too, but I think, like, with Filoni and Favreau, they're going to be coming up kind of like doing a merger where you got, like, the Mandalorian with AHSOKA and all that. Yeah. Like, because Thrawn is pretty much like the big bad wolf. So I think they're going to be coming up with, I think they're going to make a movie out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, Filoni has mentioned it, so that's going to be cool.
Which is going to be a great idea. I like the fact that they'll be able to tie in the TV shows with a big movie. And it'll be like their version of Endgame.
It'll bring the whole Lucasfilm industry episodes all together
to really expand the Star Wars universe. Yes, I am all for it.
Yeah. You need something like that to happen right now. Yeah.
Oh, Carmen.
That's what she wants.
You're so precious, Carmen. I swear.
Wait.
So precious.
That's what she wants.
So cute. I swear.
I think all of us gonna have to pop our meds that day because it's gonna be a mess. I'm taking all my pills at once before I come up there. Just
Wait, hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Let me run through it.
Yes, we're all watching Ahsoka. Oh, what'd you think of the live action video recording of Anakin? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the fact that there's going to be 20 more.
Yeah.
That they can sprinkle throughout the show. Okay. Yeah. So Carmen says, I love when non-Hollywood talk about what the writers do and can't do. I hear it. Speak your stuff. This is going to be great. So in like 3 weeks, roughly, I don't know whose platform we're going to use, but we're going to use a platform. And there's going to be a combination.
It's going to be great.
So it's going to be our version of Endgame because panelists from this stream will join panelists from All About the Joy, where we will talk about, various topics. There'll be a lot of laughing. There might be some crying, all the above. So
y'all better do some yoga before we come over there.
Have your BYOB ready too.
No.
She said, Ted, I think we're gonna have to use my platform because we can't get your comments connected, right?
Oh my god.
She's gonna leave it. She's gonna leave me unmuted. I'm just gonna text it.
Lots of Texas feed.
She loves Texas.
Yeah, I forgot.
Rick, you might want to take 2.
This movie comes out today, man.
Oh my goodness.
Saw 10, man.
Saw 10?
Yeah, Saw 10 is out, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I was good after the 3rd or 4th one.
Yeah, after that, I'm like,
all the other
time
ones
on your
kind
hands
of
on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to see how somebody's going to kill you, how many different ways people don't want to kill you, y'all go ahead. But damn,
I wanna see this one. I'm gonna watch it because, well, if I'm able to, I want to watch it because, as we just said, the last couple of the movies, the first 2-3 movies were pretty good, and then every other one was kind of horrible, man.
Yeah, the first 2 were phenomenal. The storyline, I have no problem with.
Yeah,
but the continuation.
Rick said he's going to be in prayer the previous hour before we all join together.
Man.
Then they did that joint with Chris Rock, and I couldn't take that serious because Chris Rock is a detective. He's playing a serious role. I haven't seen him play a serious role since Pookie.
You didn't see him on Empire.
No, I did. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
On Grown Up,
I all about Empire.
What's that movie he was in when he had a brother with
CB4?
No, with Anthony Hopkins. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
I seen the movie. I liked it. You know,
the name of that movie.
I liked it, but then it was just weird because here he is playing this serious role. Danny Glover's his dad.
Yes.
Lethal Weapon, yeah.
It was crazy, man. And then the ending was always a trip. The ending was the most trippy.
Bad Company. Watch that movie, JoJo.
Which movie?
Bad Company. That was a good
one. Who's in it? Robert De Niro was in there with him?
No, that was Chris Rock and Anthony Hopkins. That was a good one.
There you
go. Message to Rick and Carmen. We should do a dress rehearsal before we go live. And I agree, it should be on your platform because all the comments and everything are just, there's no need for anyone to do anything manually, and we can just let it fly.
I don't think the internet's ready for that.
I think so. I think so. Because I think it'd be cool. Because we could talk.
It's going to be cool. Dope. It's going to be a good flashback for a lot of us who used to live stream together.
So we're working collectively on some topics. guys, we won't be talking sports. It won't be a sports-centric stream. We get to broaden our horizon.
Too cute.
Brian will have a voice. Oh my
Why
God.
so serious?
Rick said, I don't do Saw. I ain't trying to see blood and flesh.
Rick, let me tell you something. I may have to take a swim like the Mandalorian did, because y'all jokers will be something else.
Yeah.
Why so serious?
Brian, I will still have a voice.
And honestly, I would say between you and Carmen, both of you have had topics that we never finished or never got finished on previous episodes. I would suggest those topics. I would, because I think that would be right there. Those will be interesting conversations between all of us.
Andrew and I were talking about tacos last time.
We're not going to talk politics.
I said we were talking tacos.
Tacos, not politics.
Yeah,
Brian,
tacos.
Brian,
What?
Brian.
Al pastor.
Nah,
we're not gonna
birria.
talk politics. We're not watching no video clips, Brian.
What?
Brian.
We're going to carry the conversation.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right.
We can't even talk sports.
Got it.
So we know what's coming. We know what's coming already. TV and movies.
TV, movies, relationships.
You sure you want to do that?
Let's go.
Carmen, you don't want to start talking about tight ends.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
That will cause controversy.
Oh, God.
No, it's going to be fun. We're going to have a racism. I'll let you make that call, ma'am. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a ball. You already know we're going to have a ball. We're going to have a ball. I don't think people are ready for it.
I think it'll be good.
It's going to be a blast.
Gentlemen, what are we doing right now?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
What are we doing right now? What do you guys got going on? When and where can you stream? When can we find you? What are you doing for this weekend?
As far as Sunday goes, I will probably be I'll be on my truck because I've been invited to go to a horror con in the morning, and the only reason why I'm going is because Kane Hodder will be there and Lou Ferrigno would be there.
Oh yeah, you gotta go do that.
Smoke, what's going on?
Hell yeah, Kane Hodder. I met Lou Ferrigno like 4 times already, but Kane Hodder, the Jason, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I would bring my DVDs and have him sign it. I'll bring my Jason Voorhees bobblehead, which I gotta go to the store to get. Oh, I gotta do a storage run.
Oh, I got a question for the fellas.
Go ahead.
Has anybody heard anything about who the Jets are trying to get as a quarterback?
They got Simeon?
Trevor Simeon to the practice squad.
Have you heard of any other names?
No.
One guy was denied because they said it's too long and we don't want a headache.
I'm reading an article now. I don't know who this is, but somebody just threw out there Cooper Rush.
Dallas is not going to give up Cooper Rush.
I don't think they will either.
For what, a 4th rounder?
Just get Case
Because
Keenum.
they got Trey Lance, and I think that's going to be gone. Trey going to be starting, but who's going to be their backup? Matter of fact, Cooper should be starting, and Trey should be the backup. If they get rid of that, they should keep all 3, and they'll have a decent damn run.
That's going to be interesting.
Yes.
You know, but it's. I don't know if you guys watch it because I know it's New York. But Robert Saleh looks like he's in a hostage video. Every time they ask him, the media asks him about your quarterback and Zach Wilson. He's just like, he's unquestionably our quarterback.
Yeah.
He has like no facial expression.
No.
You know who he looks like when he says that?
Oh,
Lovie Smith when he was in Chicago.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Jay Cutler's our quarterback. Jay Cutler's going to be our quarterback. Jay Cutler's
Horrific.
Jay Cutler?
Remember when Jay Cutler was there and Lovie Smith stood there?
Yeah, I remember with the Bears.
That's exactly what he had to do. That's exactly what he had to do.
Terrible, man.
They're doing Zach Wilson dirty.
Zach Wilson is doing Zach Wilson dirty.
They can't keep. We had this combo.
That boy can't get out of his own way.
Dismal right now.
Yo, but you think about it. They ran no plays for him all during the offseason. He was always with the second team.
Him and Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson went off on him on that sideline. I saw that clip. I said, yeah,
it's bad.
And then they got to play Kansas City. Didn't I tell y'all before the season started, the schedules bothered me? I did not see none of this coming. The schedule was already the problem.
And then after Kansas City, they got the toilet bowl. Them and the Broncos.
They lose to the Broncos. It's over.
That's it.
It's over. The Broncos look worse.
Here's the key thing. This Sunday, watch Minnesota. Whoever Minnesota plays, if Minnesota goes to 0-4, Cousins will be in play.
What they're going to do, Aaron Rodgers, send him to Minnesota?
No. Get like Cousins, you can probably send a 4th round because he only has 1 year left on his contract.
Yeah.
You
got
to send something. You got to send a draft pick.
Who's the backup for what you call it? Kirk Cousins.
This quarterback of the future.
Nick Mullins. Wasn't he on the 49ers?
I think he was, but there's another guy also that they're looking as the future of Minnesota, and I think he was just drafted.
Kirk Cousins, Nick Mullins, Jaron Hall. He's the other one. Yeah, he's the new one probably. So okay, so to get rid of Cousins, they got somebody. Good luck to them if they do. That's on them.
Yep. But I mean, if they're 0-4 and they're rebuilding, and they've already said they're not going to re-sign Cousins,
mm-hmm.
At least get a draft pick for him. Don't let him walk out the door.
Right.
Correct.
Because you can still get something in the 4th round. You can still catch something if you're a good GM.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can catch one of all them rounds. That's without question. Brady was 6th round. I agree.
So we're gonna do Bell Kings on Sunday.
Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Looking real good right now. Looking real good. I don't have any issues at this time.
Mr. B, what time are you streaming this weekend?
I'll be streaming at 8 on Friday.
Okay.
8 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Saturday we'll be on around 9 or 10 p.m. Yeah. On OK Live. To watch that Canelo Charlo fight, man. Oh, I am lit.
Brian, are you going to be attending any Texans games coming up?
I am going to the November 19th game against Arizona.
Okay.
I wanted to go this upcoming Sunday against the Steelers, but because J.J. Watt's being honored in the Ring of Honor and the Steelers come to town, so the whole Watt family ordeal, the tickets were just kind of, I love you, but not that much.
Got it.
However, though, I might be going to another University of Houston game or another Rice University game. And Rice University now is having their ode to the Oilers with their uniforms. It's great.
That's cool. Tony D, what you got going on this weekend?
As of right now, we're not working this weekend, but I don't know if that's going to change. So I'll be at work Saturday. I'm not going to lie. I need it. Plan on doing a random broadcast this weekend. Still one up for the week before I do Bell Kings. Just 2 of my own. Music, current events.
Any featured musical artists that you plan in advance?
Specifically, no. The last one I did kind of went a little bit of old school R&B. I had a good little grown folks flow to it. The next one I'm going to do, I'm not sure yet. That's been my intention. What I've done already, I don't want to do anymore. I plan marathons, but actually been hesitant because I've done them so much. No, Carmen. No.
Carmen, no.
We want to give a big shout out to Sweet Pea, who joined us once again. Sweet Pea, thank you for joining us.
Rick Costa, we did not.
Carmen, Glick from the Nonsensical Nonsense podcast.
Right.
I do want to shout out one of our faves, Fireman Rich.
Fireman Rich.
Right.
5:30 in the morning. The most energetic podcast live stream at 5:30 a.m. Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Gonna shout out to Sunday Night Smoke and the
Smoke.
Sunday Night Show with that crew, with his crew. We're gonna shout out Helen, Jukebox Jury.
Helen's mixtape, 365radio.co, word.
Yeah. Shout out to Sadie coming through.
Word.
And also, like I said, Rick Costa, who hasn't missed a broadcast in how many years?
I don't know. I lost count of years and broadcast numbers. That joker's on the road. Big up to Rick Costa.
Right.
Shout out to your peeps in Cantina who always come through, who might not say anything in the comment section, but
Rick Costa, we're not going to do that one. October 9th will be 8 years. Rick Costa has been broadcasting continuously every day, nonstop. Big ups to Rick Costa for this.
Shout out to the peeps in Cantina.
Word.
Thank you for coming through. I jumped on the app with Tony D a few weeks ago to watch Dallas and the Jets, and there was a lot of love.
Oh, yeah.
From those folks out there. The lurkers show a lot of love because they are the eyeballs that, you know, the views that we're always chasing and everything else like that. But I definitely do want to thank Mr. B, who I know is under the weather. Thank you for coming through.
No problem, man. It's no problem. I knew you was gonna.
It's no problemo. This dude.
It's no problemo, man.
Yeah.
I can do what I can do. I do what I can do, and if I can't do it, I cannot do it.
And in the meantime, I sing Babalu.
Easy there, Rick Costa. Easy.
Easy. All right, we're out.
Peace, y'all.
Good night, y'all.